Okay, so I'm back for part three. Yes, there is a part three because this ties back all the way to biblical days and from back in the day of the Bible, where I can't pronounce his name right, so don't hold me. King Xerxes, the Esther story, you know it by Esther, the Queen Esther, or whatever. I tie this in because women are still delusional about that story, right? They look at that story and be like, oh yeah, your kingdom spouse is coming, Queen Esther 414 for such a time as this. I look at that story completely different. How I see that story is the barbaric mentality of men at the core, if they could do whatever they wanted to do. Esther was about 17 years old. She was a minor. She was underage when the king had her abducted and many other underage women abducted and brought to his castle or his kingdom and made them undergo rituals and things like that, only to make them concubines. So she probably was underage when he mated or consummated with her or whatever have you. And the barbaric way in which it was done, the people were torn from their families, and their families had no say in what happened to them and whatever have you. Imagine something like that happening today. Somebody just wants to have a bunch of concubines and they start ripping underage girls from their home and whatever have you. And eventually one of them becomes the queen. Do you think that's sexy? Do you think women, I'm talking to the women, since you all fantasize, romanticize this story so much in the kingdom community, the Bible community, you all romanticize the story of Queen Esther. Would you want your 14-year-old child, 16-year-old child taken from your house to be taken to the kingdom of someone's castle to become a harem or concubine? Does that sound like a romanticized story to you? If you were 16 or 17 and someone came and abducted you and, and you went through what Queen Esther went through, would you find that romantic? 99 times out of 0.9, you would say no. So this is the delusion and the dissonance in the community of women, how they view men as these provider men, these protectors. No bueno. It don't work like that. And then you find out all the while when their mask comes off who they really are.